Welcome to a brand new video. It's me, your host Dark. And I'm putting on this low creepy voice because it's 1:23 a.m. and my neighbors have actually knocked on my wall because I was too loud. Hope they're not watching right now because that would be super awkward. But if they are, hey neighbor, I'm sorry. Anyways, in this video, we're gonna be reacting to another animation from the channel SP Animated Tales from the Foundation. We reacted to this one last time called The Origin of Siren Head, which did super well. It's like my most viewed video this month. And I just saw a couple days ago they uploaded Siren Head The Creation. Now, Origin of Siren Head versus Siren Head The Creation. I wonder what the difference that would be. I do want to point out though, the creator of Siren Head, Trevor Henderson, who is a super talented artist. I follow him on Instagram, on Twitter. He actually pointed out that Siren Head does not have an official origin. So if this video tries to show an origin, just remember this is just a fan-based theory. Anyone can make their own theories, but we're still gonna watch it and hopefully enjoy it. Before we do that though, make sure you guys leave a like right now, especially if you want more Siren Head videos. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any future content. And hey guys, darkmerch.co. Go check it out. We got some awesome glow-in-the-dark merch. Also, TikTok, Instagram, y'all probably annoyed as hell. Let's just get right into the video. Siren Head The Creation. Oh, is this a sequel? This is what happened in the last video. Hold on now. This is literally what happened in the previous animation. Oh my god, that's so cool. So he didn't die? Oh, jeez. I did not expect that. So he's inside of Siren Head? Balls?
It's about time.
What?
Been wondering if you were gonna wake up at all.
Oh, I did not expect this.
Where am I?
I did not expect this animation to continue from where the last one ended. I thought every animation was gonna be like its own little story and thing. This is super cool.
How did I get here?
Where did your shoe go? Poor Siren Head only
imagine
got
the
a
same
taste
way
of
I
your
did.
shoe.
Him.
Oh, I see bones.
Right. I guess I never considered it had a gender. It was always just this thing.
Bro, who cares
This
about
monster.
gender? It's a freaking giant siren-headed
Name's
being.
Charlotte. And if it's any consolation, I'm sorry your luck has brought you here.
My name's Jackson. Same to you.
Finally, he can get over the chick that
What's your
died 30
story?
years ago.
Clearly you already know about the Siren Head. Have you had run-ins with him before?
You could say that.
So are they
Except
like in
my
his
mom.
lair? Oh, is his dad gonna find him and save him? I hope so.
I'll admit I've never fully recovered. I mean, I went after the guy with just an axe and a shotgun.
They're
How
pretty
nutty must
calm.
I have been? Every night for years, when I laid my head down, it wasn't the swaying of the wheat or the chirp of the crickets I heard.
Are they inside of Siren Head? Or is this just Siren Head's lair? It could be... Like, it kind of looks like it could be the inside of Siren Head. There's rope and stuff on the ground. Did somebody try to get out? Is it possible to get out?
It was the distorted, muffled voice of my mother speaking to me. It was Siren Head.
Wow. That all sounds really rough. I know you probably heard it from everyone close to you, but it isn't your fault, Jackson.
Oh, I know it isn't
It-
my fault.
Oh, balls.
This is.
It was your fault. You went into the woods after your parents told you not to do that. I'm sorry, guys. I blame Jackson here. You know, Siren Head is just an animal, right? You can't blame an animal for biting you if it's a wild animal, right? It's your fault for getting near the animal. Does it mean that I say... I don't... That's not my real... I'm just joking, but it do kind of make sense now that I said it again.
Now tell me, how did you find yourself down here?
Where?
Mine might not be as tragic as yours, but it is complicated to say the least.
Where's here?
In my former life, I was a doctor. Well, at least I was training to be one. When it all began,
Is
I
this
was
the
simply
origin
a
story?
resident, under the tutelage of the master surgeon, Dr. Vincent Henderson. God, did I respect that man. There was no problem he couldn't fix, big or small. Man, if he wasn't set on fixing everything he could.
Y'all know for a fact what his handwriting looked like. You know doctors' handwritings? They look like this. That's a doctor's handwriting right there, boys. Tell me it's not accurate. Tell me it's not accurate.
Luckily, I felt the same way. I thought the two of us could change the world. I would have followed him to the end of the earth.
And then Siren Head?
Sometimes it
Wow.
feels like I did.
What?
About 2 years into my residency, he became extremely focused on philanthropic aid. We started taking trips to hospitals in more impoverished areas, volunteering
that's
entire
nice.
weekends at a time.
That's super
He kept
nice.
pushing me harder, saying that we needed to do more. It was our civic duty.
Does he not have
I was constantly
other employees?
exhausted. I couldn't catch a break.
Why are you his
If it
only
was
employee?
anybody else, I would have given up and found a new surgeon to study under, but he was so inspiring. I pushed through so much exhaustion and pain for him and for the people we were helping. Invariably,
Did the
there were
doctor make
patients
Siren
that
Head?
we could
Why do I
nothing
feel like he
for.
did?
Either we were too late or they were too sick. Over time, I started to become accustomed to death, as most doctors do. But Vincent took it hard every single time. He said it felt like he
That's sad.
personally failed them.
That's sad.
One night, we were closing up his practice, and he pulled a bottle of gin out of his desk drawer. Told me I
What?
could stay for a drink if I'd like. And
Hold on.
Of course I did. As the night went on, he got more and more distraught, going on his usual tirade, berating himself for not doing enough. He said that every patient who died in his care was a life that he'd wasted. That stuck out to me. He never said that before. So I tried consoling him, saying that it wasn't up to him what they did with their lives.
What's he
Then
doing?
he looked at me intensely and said, "Maybe not, but there is something we can do with their deaths."
What?
He had me follow him into an exam room at the back of the practice, pushed a floor-to-ceiling storage cabinet aside to reveal a metal door that I'd never seen before.
Has he been keeping the bodies?
Milo! Hey, Milo!
What has he been doing?
Hey, boy!
Oh, here's Milo. Hey, everybody leave a like right now for Milo. No, stop it. You're gonna leave a like. I saw a couple of you didn't leave a like. Y'all gonna leave a like for Milo right now. What's wrong with you? It's Milo. Good. Milo's gonna find him. Luckily. I wonder why Siren Head didn't kill Milo. Does Siren Head only kill humans?
Wow. A secret room. What was in there?
The room was a cold storage unit. I'd never known about it all my months of working with him. He unlocked
What was
it
he
and ushered
hiding
me
in there?
inside.
His playroom?
I remember the shock, mostly.
No.
And the smell. There were 4 bodies laying on metal exam tables covered in thin white sheets.
I feel like that's
Panic
illegal.
started to rise, and every muscle in my body was ready to run, but a certain curiosity held me back.
It's called
He
morbid
walked to the first
curiosity.
body and looked at me before lifting the sheet. It was a Caucasian male, about 40, bloated and extremely pale. His skull had been opened and sewn shut again, and there were
He's been
pins
doing
sticking
illegal
into his scalp. There was a speaker
experiments.
in his mouth, stretching his lips abnormally wide.
Siren Head.
The second body Vincent uncovered was a Middle Eastern female, no older than 30.
Hold on now. He said all the people that die under his care is a life wasted. And then he said they could still be like anyway. What? What? Is how did he get to putting sirens in them? Trying to compete with Dr. Dre or something? I'm so okay. Maybe they're gonna tell us how the hell he got this in his mind. I'm
Well, I
super
could tell
confused.
had been beautiful before she was hacked up. The third one was very thin, probably someone who suffered from anorexia. She was definitely less bloated than the others, but
What
that
the
could have
hell's
been because the body
happening?
was fresher. At this point, my mind was spinning and it felt hard to breathe.
But like you
Vincent
haven't
barely
seen
showed any
anything
emotion
worse.
at all. Probably just trying to gauge my reaction.
I played a Siren Head dating
He
sim and I didn't even
hesitate
puke.
slightly before revealing the last body, though. I couldn't tell what it had been. The entire head had been removed. Instead of a neck, there was a metal pole sticking out from between the shoulders.
What's he trying to
and mounted
do?
on top of it was a large, cone-shaped speaker. More like a megaphone or a siren than a speaker, really. The body was completely emaciated. The skin was leathery, almost like it had been mummified.
What the
I'm
hell?
gonna stop you right there. This long-winded speech of yours really just boils down to your buddy creating this monster. That's all it is, isn't it?
There's more to it, really.
I don't believe her.
We? What do you mean, we?
Uh-oh.
Just listen. Right after he showed me all of that, he explained the project to me. He needed help, he said. The two of us were doing all that we could, but it wasn't enough. There was still enormous suffering, even within our immediate community.
Okay, but how does putting sirens in a corpse get rid of the suffering? Doc, you're losing me here. Like, I'm trying to understand you, but you're not making sense.
Through this loss of life, he said he could build something useful. Bodies to help aid us, if he could reanimate them. This was going to be his greatest achievement.
Putting speakers in them?
He said he was very close to finishing the project.
Alright, hold on. Okay, reanimating dead people. That sounds interesting. Could be very useful, but you're kind of ruining that by putting speakers in their heads. What's the point of the speakers? That's what I keep trying to understand, guys.
And he was sure his next one would work, but the operation would be delicate and lengthy. He needed me.
So what? You're in love with this guy, and you just do anything he asks?
It was complicated. I didn't say yes right away. I said I'd need time to think it over, which he agreed to. I knew it was disrespectful to the people whose bodies he used. I knew it was unnatural. Seriously, kid, I was torn about it. I couldn't sleep at night.
Yeah. Get it over with. Wide speakers.
My belief in his work were pitted against this grotesque and extremely illegal project. But he procured a body just a couple days later, and when he called on me to step up, I just couldn't refuse.
I mean, you could have.
A body? Jesus, did you never ask where he got them from?
Of course
the hospital,
I did. I had a lot
obviously.
of questions. So many that I thought he would accuse me of prying and throw me out of his office, or worse.
Kill you?
But he was always patient and answered every question with the same...
But I'm patient? No. That wasn't... Okay.
calm logic he used that first night. The bodies were from a colleague of his. With the number of people that he helped, he'd won a ridiculous amount of favors and trust in the community.
But that does not explain anything.
Why the speakers?
That only makes it more suspicious. Why the speakers?
The muscles used to create speech are much harder to control than muscles in your arms or legs. These things didn't need to talk much, but if they were going to interact with our patients, they need to speak a little. So the speakers were easier than trying to get their mouths to work.
Wait, let me rewind that.
These things didn't need to talk much, but if they were going to interact with our patients, they need to speak a little.
Wait, so he's making these siren heads so they can help with their patients? Why not just hire more surgeons and doctors? This whole time, I thought the siren heads were patients that died and were reanimated so they could still be safe. But no, they're just dead people reanimated so they can be slaves at the hospital. What? What kind of dumb idea is that?
So the speakers were easier than trying to get their mouths to work. Well, he only accomplished that once. On him. I wasn't even...
Well, how did he
in
get
for
so
that part.
big? What did y'all
He
feed
asked me
him?
to step out, but the rest of the operation was grueling. Prepping the body took nearly 20 hours, and then we had to remove the head, attach the sirens, string wires around, graft muscle onto metal, cover the really gross-looking parts with extra skin. Felt more like an installation than an operation in some ways.
Installing some
Pumped that body
speakers.
full of steroids, had it attached to huge monitors, used electric charges. It was so experimental.
Sounds like
I had
me
no
making
idea how
nachos.
he came up with these techniques. If you could
YouTube.
even call them that.
So I was right. You made it.
Sure, we both did. I felt
What?
conflicted the entire time, but once
It
the thing
worked?
came to life, you have to understand, I thought this would only lead to good things, less suffering.
But wait, if this all works out and these siren head things start helping them with patients, aren't people gonna start asking questions? I don't know, like, hey doc, what's that disgusting looking thing with speakers for its head that keeps walking around? What is that exactly? Where'd you get it? Can you hello, news? Y'all wanna see this?
I was proud to some extent. At first it seemed to go really well. We would give it simple commands and it would listen. We just kept him in his office doing
He
little
didn't think
tasks
this
under
through.
supervision.
He really didn't.
Then, I think, Vincent went back and worked on him a little more without me. He started growing. And by all laws of logic, that shouldn't have happened. He wasn't
got a
truly
one-up, a
really
mushroom?
alive. At least at first. He became more violent and hard to control, and one day he just broke through the wall of the office and ran off. We tracked him
Whoops.
down to this wooded area, and it wasn't
That's
hard.
where the doctor
He
went.
created this path of destruction wherever he went. It wasn't anything like he does now, though. He was only about 10 feet tall at the time. When we found him, he was blundering around in circles and spouting nonsense from his sirens. He seemed confused, honestly. It was all just radio static and the occasional word jumble. Vincent and I tried to talk to him, but he either didn't understand us anymore
done
or
ate Vincent,
didn't
didn't
care
he?
what we were saying. Eventually, Vincent decided he was a lost cause and wanted to try again with a sixth body.
What are y'all
By
doing
that
with this
point, I
one?
was thoroughly horrified at what our creation had become.
But wait. Is he gonna get Siren Head back, or is he like, I see you later, you just go?
I couldn't continue the project anymore. And I've spent all my years since then tracking Siren Head, trying to figure out how to undo my mistake.
Wait, so that's literally what they did? They were like, oh shoot, well, we lost him. And they let him roam around in the woods? That's the worst part about this story. They could have easily stopped him. They could have just called like the police or something. Sure, Vincent would have gone to prison probably, but who cares?
Milo, there you are.
That's so dumb. That's
Good
dumb.
boy,
I'm sorry, that's just
Milo.
idiotic. Uh-oh. Siren Head. I don't think Siren Head eats animals. I hope not. Oh, he doesn't? Whoa, that's actually kind of cool. I wish Siren Head was my best friend.
Do you have any idea what grief you've brought people? I lost my whole family because of
Yeah.
this thing.
Once again, why did they let him just roam in the woods? They didn't even try to get him back. Like, I'm shocked that they did that.
Who knows what it's done to other people in the 12 years since then?
You think I haven't thought about that? I've spent my whole life trying to make up for what I did.
How could you create something you had no control over?
But we did! I don't know what Vincent did to it after that first operation. That's what made us lose control.
Sure,
Sounds
blame
like you're
Vincent
trying
all
to
you
tell
want.
yourself you're not to blame. Like you weren't responsible for everything it's done.
No, that's not true at all.
What just... Oh, that's what you call karma.
Please, you have to help me.
I don't think so. You killed my mother.
He does not care. He does not care. Oh my god, that was savage as hell. He really left her there. I have a feeling that's not the last we're gonna see of her. Okay, I'm super into this series now. Can't wait for the third part. Hopefully there will be a third part. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave a link to these animations down below in the description. But I want to give my opinion. So like I said at the start of the video, the creator of Siren Head himself said there is no real origin story. So this is all fan made. So whoever made this story made it up themselves, which is fine in my opinion. But personally, I don't like the idea that Siren Head was simply made in a hospital in secret by a surgeon and his assistant. I don't really feel that idea. I don't think that's like cool enough for Siren Head, but that's just my opinion. What did y'all think? Please let me know down below in the comment section. And while you're down there, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next reaction video. I guess that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more stuff like this, check out the vids on your screen by clicking here or here. And hopefully I'll see you all next time. Dark signing out.